After completing your profile, we will have to complete the personal data. Here are the steps. So you can either click the down arrow here beside your name and choose personal, or scroll down and click the go to personal data. I have given the steps on how to complete the main tab and the languages tab. You will now have to complete the checklist tab. So there are two types of checklists that we will have to complete. That is the character and the health checklist. To complete the character checklist, we will have to click the start or edit button. So it is important that we read every question. If you need further information, you can click the I button after every question. Have you been convicted or found guilty of a crime or offense in any country, including spent convictions or any conviction which is now removed from official record? If it's a yes, then you will need to click yes button and then provide additional details. If it's a no, then you just need to hit no. Have you been charged with offense in any country that is currently awaiting legal action? If it's a no, then you just click no. Have you been confined in a prison or psychiatric institution by order of a court made in connection with a criminal proceedings? So it's a no for me. But if it's a yes, it's still the same. With all of the questions, if you answer yes, you will need to provide additional details. Have you been under a probation order, good behavior bond or parole, released on license, or subject to periodic detention? It's a no. Have you been removed or deported from any country for any reason? Have you left a country to avoid being deported or removed? Have you been excluded from or asked to leave any country? So for example, I will be answering yes on one of the questions for us to see what's going to happen if you answer yes in any of the questions. For example, I'll be providing details here. Have you committed or been involved in the commission of war crimes or crimes against humanity or human rights? So I will be answering no for all of the questions. Always remember that you will have to answer all of the questions honestly. After you answer all of the questions, you will need to click the Save Checklist button. Here's what's going to happen if you answer yes in any of the questions for the character checklist. Under the result, you will see Review, and you can preview the information, peer the question wherein you answered yes. So have you been excluded from or asked to leave a country? And then the details as to why that happened. So the next one that we will have to complete is the health checklist. You just need to click start or edit on this button. And same as the character checklist, you will have to answer these questions truthfully. And if you need further information, you can click the I button after every question. Have you had tuberculosis or had a chest x-ray which showed an abnormality? If it happened before, even if it has been cured, you will just need to add here the details. If it's a no, then you just hit no. Have you had any blood disorder, any form of cancer, any heart disease or disorder, any form of hepatitis, including B or C? So you will have to answer every question truthfully. For example, you are currently pregnant. You just need to click yes and then add in the details here. For example, I had a minor knee surgery 5 years ago and I'm completely healed. And then once you're done answering all of the questions, you will need to click Save Checklist. As you can see under the result, it also shows Review. For you to preview the information, you just need to click this button. You will see here the question where you answered yes and the details that you've added. What it's going to look like if you answered no on all of the questions. All of the answers are no and you hit Save Checklist. So as you can see here, the result will show all good, meaning no questionable, nothing to review. But always remember that you have to answer all of the questions truthfully and honestly. Now we are done completing the checklist tab.